pulling the lane back and farming up Ancients.
Yeah, true.
It's not very effective. Like, it's very, very slow compared to Enigma free farming the jungle. But
it's doable, though. Yeah.
It's just a nice way of being able to get some farm while also being able to pull the lane back, which Brewmaster can certainly benefit from quite heavily.
Okay. Guys, go create a Reddit thread about this game, because Fnatic are crafting the weirdest stuff I've seen in this, this cast.
Yeah, this time not a sarcastic Reddit thread where, oh
no,
my god,
this is an
Skywrath
actual
Mage and Razor. This one is literally Medusa picked up
and Enchantress Enigma in the same draft. Like, this is a very, very surprising draft from Fnatic.
Yeah, Fnatic certainly going full Divide here. And you called out the lanes perfectly here. Hani is going to be playing the mid era as the Safe Lane Weaver, off lane Trixie Brewmaster. And we'll see whether or not I'm correct about Enigma doing this dual off lane.
Yeah, and we see this by Empire. This comes as no surprise to anyone, I think, that Empire want to go into the jungle and ward up the enemy camps, because when you see the enemy team pick Enigma and Enchantress, you know someone wants these camps. They have to be somewhere here. And this one actually doesn't block the medium cap, but it does provide some really key vision. And that can be just enough. Against Enchantress, it's a really core ward to have.
Yeah, being able to, especially since they do have really good roaming supports here, that being able to have that kind of vision, maybe actually gank the Enchantress, or even just making the movement into the mid lane at the right times can pay off big dividends here for Empire, because they're certainly going to be the aggressors for this match. Fnatic have drafted, as we said, an all-greed lineup. And, well, an early start out, Vanscore is going to find himself a good double damage rune. And, well, he's going to lay down a couple hits on Trixie.
Yeah, say hi to double damage Vanscore. Double damage Skywrath. I mean, his damage is pretty shit to start with, but his movement speed and then his Q, which is what he really uses to harass you. He is a very, very annoying Skywrath right now, and Brewmaster is going to be accompanied down here on bottom, as you said, by this Enigma. And it's a little bit of a trick to remove some farm from the enemy carry, but in no means is Big Daddy gonna farm as fast as you normally do on Enigma.
And you're actually very dependent as Enigma in this position to, you do not want this Ancient stack to be dragons, because dragons have splash damage, and that is a killer versus those Eidolons. It makes farming super hard to do. Wow, this is actually a nice little play here. Big Daddy's going to start out by farming up this medium camp, getting one of those. Vanscore quickly on the case, though, is going to try and take some of these last hits, and the Eidolons especially, greedy, greedy gold.
I don't know about this, though. I mean, in the end, he gave away 60 gold there to the enemy team from his Eidolons. Sure, it does push, though, because he farmed this medium camp, so it has a nice impact in this regard. And the creeps are gonna come towards Trixie's tower. So this is just Big Daddy doing everything he can to provide for poor Trixie.
And a nice little early counter ward. They realize that's the only way that Enigma would have vision there, is unless a ward is placed somewhere in this area or on this cliff. And so they really early on counter that up. Nicely done in there. And that means Trixie just has to be even more careful. These two supports can roam into mid or wrap around on the Brewmaster now.
Yeah, exactly. Very hard to tower dive, though, when the Enigma is actually sitting here on the lane camping alongside Trixie. But I'm not sure about this, man. I am really not convinced yet. You are trying to help your Brewmaster, but in the end, you're also leeching experience. He's only level 2.5, despite having had time to farm some creeps and been close to most of the creeps. Big Daddy is taking some experience here, and it hurts the Brewmaster. It really does. So I think maybe you would just want to farm up the jungle with Enigma, share the jungle along with the Enchantress.
2 minutes in, 20 seconds. This courier is not going to be flown.
Yeah.
So, Vanscore picking off the courier. He didn't actually stop the extra Wraith Band being delivered to Hani, but that is still a nice extra bit of gold, and is going to be hurting the rest of Fnatic while that courier is down.
So nice awareness by Vanscore, the timing of his rotation there. He knew there should be an item coming out, item bottle, and second Wraith Band in this case. So gets a lot of value for his gang there. It's pretty much like killing a tower. So oh, Big Daddy.
Big Daddy's been caught by the telekinesis, the slow, and they do get first blood here. Meanwhile, Trixie's going on Always Want to Fly, and Fnatic will be able to pick off that support hero as Fly comes in at the right time. Vanscore is now going to be next up on the menu as Trixie's going to land a secondary clap, followed up by the Centaur stud. A 2-for-1 exchange. First blood being picked up by Empire, but at the same time, Fly getting a double kill from his rotation in.
Yeah, very successful first gang here by Enchantress, and this is really important. So it's hard to say who comes out on top when you get first blood and the other team gets double kill after that. It's very even, to be honest, but Ursa, he got a lot of gold for this. He has face boots now and it's really scary, but it's also a lot of gold towards Fly, and his rotation now can be even more scary.
Yeah, I would say that the phase boot certainly has the bigger impact. You're going to see that here as Fly, well, Silent chooses not to go for it. Instead, is going to be focusing on the creep to try and kill that one. But phase boots Ursa so early on laning phase is a killer.
Yeah, it's a terrifying thing. And again, I see this 2 points in Drunken Brawler. I don't like it. I can't say that I like you. I really don't like it. Drunken Haste would be so amazing against Lycan, against Ursa, even on laning phase. Just Drunken Haste to Ursa as he goes on your teammates. He would be able to save, you know, he would be able to save Fly or Big Daddy if there's a fight.
I agree, man. Every Ursa hit, it just obviously that buildup of damage is huge. So even just 1 or 2 extra misses can mean a gigantic difference in damage.
It's not entirely like massive not to skill it. I just think it's a waste not to have it though, because right now he doesn't have mana to use his clap anyway. And just having the possibility to throw out a Drunken Haste, he does something, even when he's low on mana.
Take a look at some of these other solo lanes. We're going to get away from that tri-lane for just a second here. We're going to talk about mid, where we've got the 24-8 Ahani on the DotA2. And compared to the Lycan, who's currently sitting at 26-6. At the same time, the top lane, Weaver's free farming at 29-7, while the Darkseer 24-0. So free farm on both of these solo lanes for both sides. Yep, Big Daddy telekinesis is back. Silent's going to be able to gobble him down real quickly. Trixie forced back as well.
And a lot of feed with these Eidolons. They have killed so many Eidolons already this game. I lost count.
Resolution, if he gets the right body block here, he might go for Fly with his ultimate, but he decides against it.
Hard to tell if he could have gone that. Of course, the heal didn't come out from Fly just yet, and he has 1 point in Untouchable.
Right.
So Resolution just paying some respect in not chasing there. It would take a very, very impressive block to get the kill off. We haven't talked too much about the CS, but overall in the CS chart we have, of course, Darkseer leading the way, no big surprises. He's always a strong hero at getting farm if he gets left unattended. But Weaver is just behind him, and then we have DotA and Lycan on mid, sharing creep stats pretty well. And the only lane that differs is the Ursa farming a little bit more than Brewmaster, of course.
Yeah, and while some people would be worried, Trixie's going to be gone on once again. He's not level 6. Unfortunately, he is so close, but not close enough, really. And Silent's going to be able to get a 3rd kill. Killing spree already for him. Very happy with the position he's in, because he's going to be able to pick up like a really fast Blink Dagger should he choose to go that route.
Bet he wishes he had that Drunken Haste right now when he gets clapped down by an Ursa like that. I don't know, man. I don't understand why teams don't like this. It's 50 mana cost. Either way, he was a little bit too far out of position there. Maybe it wouldn't have saved him anyway. Top lane, though, look at Fly trying to set up something on Mag. Is he going to go for the body block? Can he get it?
He gets a beautiful body block. Now the follow-up slow.
But Era doesn't trust him.
He realizes it's
like, nice job, Fly, but I'm farming.
Yeah, and really, so I want to come back down to this. Fnatic are free farming on 2 pretty dangerous heroes to get free farm, DotA and Weaver. Empire are not worried, though. They're not making rotations in. Trixie's actually going to be able to find a kill and Always Want to Fly real quickly with his ultimate.
Yeah, this should be an easy kill. There's not many ways to save anyone from the Brewmaster ulti when it goes off like this. He's got to turn around, even just Cyclone here, lift up Vanscore, and you're safe to back out. So Brewmaster's potential at level 6 is really the danger. Top lane though, Mag, he has been farming so much. They're trying to put some focus towards him now. Make a rotation and kill him. But without Black Hole, I don't think he can.
Yeah, I don't think so either. So going back to these 2 solos, the downside is that Fnatic, both of these heroes, they're okay. They're decent laners. Weaver especially is a very strong laner in his own right. The problem is they both have a tremendous downside, which is going to be about that 20 to 35 minute mark. They don't do a whole lot. Weaver comes online much faster than a DotA2 does, but both of these heroes are really going to be non-existent about 20 minutes in. And Empire, that's really where they're going to be their most aggressive, I feel like. They can push down a lot of towers during that point in time, and no matter how quick you farm on a Weaver or on a DotA2, you're still not going to be ready to be a part of those team fights.
Yeah, not really, but I think people underestimate a little bit how much DotA2 can do just with a Stone Gaze, and it's very low cooldown. It's a little bit like a Naga Siren, but different, to be honest, when you walk in and drop this ulti. And if, for any chance, Big Daddy lands a big black hole, and you walk in with Medusa and drop the Stone Gaze as well, that's really huge. Then you can deal tons of damage with the Weaver right-click coming in as well. So they have some potential to fight, but you don't want to. They want to farm up for the late game potential, even more so than Empire, of course.
Right. I do like the fact that there is very little magic damage on the side of Fnatic, and that has always been one of the big downsides, is the change up to DotA's ultimate has been that when you actually put them in Stone Gaze, they get 100% magic resistance, but this is a team that really has very little magic damage. It's either pure or physical damage coming out from Fnatic for the most part. Yeah, small things like Shikuchi, but really, for the most part, you don't really care.
Yeah, pretty minimal. So bottom tower is being pressured a little bit now by the Ursa. Not really anything like they're rotating the Lycan just yet. Lycan has only 1 point in Howl. I was wondering whether or not he would max Howl in this game. I think he could be pretty strong with the Ursa and his overpower, and also with the range clicks from his 2 supports. Could deal tons of damage, I think. But the Wolves are also really good to max. I understand leveling them.
Yeah, and that's going to be a 1-for-1 trade there, tier 1 at the top lane by Fnatic, and they're going to continue to push in. Enigma and Enchantress can certainly outpush this bottom tri-lane, and that's why we're going to see a rotation here from Always Wanna Fly, making sure their tier 2 is going to be safe. Ancient Stack is going to be revealed here by Silent. Brewmaster has been stacking this up the last couple of minutes, and that is a huge source of income for the DotA, and they need to be able to protect it.
It is, and they don't have the best heroes to come and steal the Ancients. It takes a long time for Ursa and Lycan to kill a big stack. So, like, 1 creep is fine, but just going in and taking a stack like this is very hard. So should be pretty easy to keep that one safe. And with the Helm of Dominator, they're scouting Roshan all the time. Haven't really mentioned that, but they have a creep inside the Roche pit against this smoke that mounts both the heroes. And top, they also get a kill on Always Wanna Fly. And the see the creep is moving out. No creep.
Oh no.
Oh, actually they don't go for it anyway.
They're going to go for the mid lane where Fnatic is actually going to be running in. Hani pops the ultimate and Silent has to back away immediately. Black Hole is going to be able to catch him. Here comes the Silent, so Vanscore is going to try and put a stop to that Black Hole. Silent has been stunned up, but the search is going to be good enough. Now Big Daddy falls to Resolution with a couple of right clicks, and now he's got to get out of dodge here. Silent comes back in, focuses some damage on Hani, and starts laying it down. Oh, Resolution is going to come in from behind, finishing him off, and now Fly's in some trouble. Silent's got a lot of damage here from the Brewmaster. Ultimate's going to run out soon. No clap is going to be had as Trixie unable to do much. Silent comes back in once again. Back and forth. Empire playing Fnatic like a fiddle right now.
Just cleaning house completely there. And I think Fnatic dropped too much there with both the Medusa ulti and the Black Hole so early just to try and come in and kill one of them. I'm not too sure about that. Empire was so close and ready to react. The only good thing for Fnatic is they got some damage to top tower, but really this is so early that Weaver can't possibly take down a tier 2 tower that fast.
And Empire could easily be able to make up for the damage on the tier 2. Like, you get damage on towers, it doesn't matter if you can't actually take the tower, so what Empire could do at this point in time is start pushing in the top lane.
Exactly. If they just transition towards top now and crush down there, then the damage that you have done to tier 2 is not a waste, but you just won't be seeing that gold for a long time.
It actually could come to a waste of the whole entire game.
Exactly.
Never actually able to finish it off, so.
Could be. DotA now gonna try and go for this Ancient stack. Gonna start hitting it. And her split shot is only level 2 though, so she only hits 3 targets per attack, but she does 80% of her damage. They changed it around a little bit, where it used to be you hit a lot of targets, but only had small damage per hit. So she is farming at a decent pace, but it's actually quite slow.
Yeah, this is going to take a little bit of time to do this Ancient stack, but at least you're safe while you're farming it, right? You're not really expecting too many rotations there. Empire, though, are going to continue on their relentless aggression, and sure enough, are going to go for the top lane push.
Yeah, so the pressure's got to come up there, and Black Hole is not even off cooldown just yet, so Fnatic, they should just be pushing down mid. This tier 1 tower is full HP, sadly. I'm a little bit surprised that it's full HP, considering it's a Lycan mid against DotA2. I thought DotA2 would push a little bit more, but looking over to CS chart, DotA2 has 21. Nice. She was probably keeping the lane back quite a lot to not get ganked.
Always want to fly doing what he can to stop these pushes. Fade Bolts is a great ability to be able to mitigate some of the pushing power. Fnatic, though, trying for a very early Roshan here, 5-manning into the pit. Makes sense, though, when you're dealing with this top push. It's the perfect reaction, right? When you have so many heroes at the top lane, the exact opposite side of the map is Roshan. Empire going to take quite a long time to get here.
Empire will get here in time, though, I think, because it's not the strongest Roche lineup that they have. And yeah, they are scouted for the entire duration, of course, so...
Here it comes, Mag. He's coming in from the side here. He's going to lay down a nice little wall. Hany already popping the ultimate, and Silent's going to come in from behind. There goes Fly already. Hany's going to be able to grow up. Oh no, they actually put the Wolf in stone for him, but he's already been cycloned up. Vanscore, meanwhile, in some trouble. Always want to Fly, actually steals the Deuce ultimate. It's going to turn it back and around. Meanwhile, the 2 carries going to be able to finish off. Hany, he's going in for Roshan, but he's in some serious trouble. He's going to be going down. Ursa grabs the Aegis, and that's it, Fnatic. What a crushing defeat there, as they got Roshan, but they lose the Aegis and all 5 heroes in the process.
Crushing defeat, and that might just be what we just witnessed there. Lost all 5 heroes, Roshan died as well, and the Aegis is also over to the enemy side. This is an amazing team fight for Empire. That's sort of what happens when you try to do a Roshan very slowly with the enemy scouting you the entire time with the Wolves. And it's not just gonna be the Roshan, it's gonna be the tower as well, and Empire now at a tremendous lead here all of a sudden. They're just such a good position.
And it's why, and it's really why there is one item that is really, I feel, very highly valued by many teams on the Dire side. In these exact sort of scenarios that could make a big difference, the medallion.
Yeah.
Nahaz is probably going to thank me for pointing this one out, because I know he's a big medallion fan.
Medallion Weaver, yo, where you at?
Yeah, Medallion Weaver. I mean, they don't really have any natural heroes except for the Weaver, and at this point in time, Era's probably just trying to get to the mid-game as soon as possible for his Weaver. But
Enigma could go for it as well. It's not unheard of at all, especially when you're on the Dire side. But they're gonna regret this probably for a long time. A lot of regret today for Fnatic, I think.
Yeah, a lot of regret for teams going for Roshan in general.
Oh yeah, that's true. Alliance took a page out of that book as well. So Empire right now at such a commanding lead, they could just go for more aggression and try to fight even with the Black Hole being available. And they have this smoke going off now, but I'm not sure where they're aiming to go with it.
Yeah, Empire, I think, are doing a good job taking this advantage and pushing it. For example, they grabbed the early gem onto Vanscore. A gem before 20 minutes does wonders for your map control.
Yeah, they see Fly here. They want to dive on the tower for sure. I mean,
always when a Fly has the clap too. This is going to be a huge amount of nuking damage. Fly falls in an instant there.
Yeah, that clap damage so strong against the Enchantress. Of course, she has very pitiful HP when you look at it. Only power crits. Era trying to do what he can, pushing out top lane, but he only has Midas and Perseverance so far. We're pretty early on in the game still.
Era's really got to stay away from this early gem pickup. Until he has a Linken's, he is in some serious danger of that silence. The maxed out Ancient Seal from Vanscore.
Yeah, nice awareness as well with the courier there. They backed it immediately as they saw Era run straight down. So, bottom actually silent. A little bit in a weird position. He has the Aegis though, so it doesn't matter if he dies once, but they're not even going to commit to him, knowing he has this.
Yeah, it's just one of those scenarios where that should be a dead Ursa, but there's just not enough damage to get it. Mag is actually going to be able to pop vacuum. There goes the wall as well. Hany pops his ultimate. Mag is on his way out. Always want to Fly. Taking a lot of damage here as the right clicks tear through him. And the Brewmaster is actually going to be able to intercept many of these heroes. They can't actually pursue on the side of Empire because of those disables.
Yeah, they're disabling, but they're also running away with the Brewmaster ulti being used. So now they don't have too much to fight. They brought down the Rubik, but that's it. And the Vladimir's push coming in here with Lycan and Ursa. They got to take down this tower really fast. And I think it's going to be annoying to melee heroes, but not not enough to fend them away.
Necronomicon 3 is going to be up in a short amount of time for resolution as they claim another tier 2 tower, and with that, the amazing amount of physical damage they have. Dude, how the Necronomicon so early on. Hell, even Ursa actually does a good amount of physical damage. You don't normally look at him and go, yeah, he's a building killer, because so much of his damage comes from Fury Strikes, and that obviously does not apply to buildings. But when you have Howl and really, really early stats like this, both Enrage and Howl are actually giving you a good amount of base damage with every single hit.
Yeah, that's why I expected a little bit that they would probably max Howl at least after maxing out the Wolves, but still going for throw.
Oh, silence! Oh, Big Daddy, they're gonna try and keep him down real quickly. Big Daddy does pop the Soul Ring, he gets off, but no! The Ion Shell burns him out. Silence gonna fall here. There goes that Aegis. They start angling to kill Mag next, but Silence gonna come back up, and he's gonna be right next to Zero. Starts going for Trixie first, laying down some of the damage. Look at the miss percentage chance though, and now he's being kited out. Silent turns, gets the last hit on Trixie. He could only get one hit, and it does land. That is still a large amount of gold going to Hani's Medusa. 933 bounty off of that Ursa kill.
So sad for Big Daddy, didn't get off the black hole a little bit faster. Not having a good performance or not a good game here for Big Daddy at all, as he's 0-5 and 2. Oh, if he just could get that off a little bit sooner so the Iron Shell would not kill him immediately, that could have been the break that Fnatic needed in this game. Because
that was a very ballsy maneuver there from Empire.
Oh, it was very aggressive play, but it's sort of what we expect from these players as well. Knowing Empire. But someone... Oh, actually on the side of Empire, we have two players having an amazing game each. Mag on his Darkseer and Resolution on his Lycan as well. Both of them have been going through this game without dying a single time.
Yeah, and that's why they've been able to stack up so much gold on both of those heroes. As you can see, Mag is going to be able to get himself a really fast Shivas, and mixed in with the initiation of the Blink Dagger, that actually ensures your Wall of Replica is going to be able to catch out a lot of heroes. The vacuum, slow, and the wall on top of each other, that's an amazing combination.
Oh yeah, that's really true. And Shivas is also amazing against right-clickers like Medusa. Minus 40% attack speed aura is a big thing. So it does provide some survivability for his entire team, not just the 15 armor that you get from buying it. And of course the mana is always needed. On Ursa though, we also see a Mystic Step as he's gonna go for a Hex in this game. No surprises either, as Hex is really, really core on Ursa, I think.
Fnatic are gonna go for this fight, but I'm not sure if they should. They don't have the Brewmaster Blink. They are so close to it too. Mag.
Oh, they saw Mag.
Hey, he's going to be caught out here at the same time, already eating through the trees. Big Daddy's Midnight Pulse, and now they're actually... Oh, what a telekinesis! Now the vacuum goes off! Hani, the only savior is going to be that ultimate. Empire can't actually pursue, but here comes Silent teleporting in. Brewmaster gets off his ultimate. Hani will be able to teleport himself away. Always he returns with his own ultimate. As they try and chase down the Brewmaster. Looks like Big Daddy's going to be caught out. He tries to teleport away. Nice Cyclone, and they will be able to stop the attempted aggression onto the Enigma. Trixie, though, won't be as lucky as he gets caught on the backside.
Yeah, exactly. And in this fight, this is where Fnatic needed to win a fight. You cannot afford to lose one more fight, I think. Now against both the Lycan and Ursa still alive. Every single player alive, to be honest. On the side of Empire, this tower is going to go down for sure. They might not settle for that.
I can't believe they tried to force that without the black hole and without the blink
dagger.
That
was so risky, so risky.
Like, just giving up that tier 2 would have ensured black hole was up and Brewmaster Blink was up, and that makes a big difference.
Yeah, I actually do not agree with it at all, what they tried to do there. Trying to fight without black hole against Empire is pretty much impossible, I think. You're so far behind already. These heroes are also really strong early game. Like Ursa doesn't need too many items to hit really hard.
True.
So ballsy maneuver by Fnatic didn't really pay off in the end. Now Empire in a very convincing control of this map.
The one big upside, well, actually, look at this. Silent's going to go for a very fast Scythe of Ice.
Yes. As I said, he's rushing it. It's the best item that he could go for, I think. They need to have a Hex on him so they can kill Era whenever they want to. And he's actually going to have his Hex before Weaver has his Lincolns.
That's pretty insane.
That is really sad timing for Era. And it's not that his Lincoln is super late by any means. It's a little bit delayed for sure, but when you go Midas, it is going to be naturally delayed.
Oh no, always want to fly. He actually stole Swarm, and that means the end of him. He had to get Shukuchi there, but Era realizing that threw out a very, very quick Swarm before the steal went out.
Played by Era right there. So that's a nice little surge of gold at least, and he might hit this Lincolns in a decent timer and not die to the Ursa solo ganks.
They need to give the gem to Silent, I think.
I think so too. Walking by another ward there, as a gem could have dewarded that one.
Blink Dagger is up for Big Daddy. And then you look at the raw damage coming out from this Medusa. As sad as Weaver may look right now, because even once you have Lincolns, you don't pose that big of a threat in team fights. The Medusa, I think, actually plays a really big threat. He's already hitting for 200 damage a hit.
Yeah, but one thing that I see when I look over to these teams is, looking at Empire, they have 3 heroes at level 14, and then a level 9 and a level 10. Oh, actually, never mind, mid. Ursa is going in.
Oh no, the counter immediately from Fnatic as they throw down a straight up black hole, and are just going to kite Silent around, taking him down. There's a good vacuum follow-up wall for Replica, but then immediately, maybe Era's going to be caught here. Vanscore lays down the ultimate, and another nuke. They do get him in the end. Cyclone goes out. He's in some trouble. Nice telekinesis is going to be able to pop 2 in the back. They're stunned up. The Vanscore still should fall. Maybe not. He's getting ahead. Fire Panda swings the last hit and will be able to finish him off. That is still Gem that's going to be on the deck, but it'll be protected. Big Daddy on his way out. He's going to be killed by Resolution, and now goes in for the next one. Trixie is going to be held in place.
Oh no, he's
being able to use
ulti.
his Blink Dagger, and the ultimate stolen from Vanscore means he will have the Brewmaster ult of his own.
Exactly, and that's not only once that you steal this. When you steal it, you will have the full duration of it as well, or the full steal duration. So you will probably get your Brewmaster ulti off cooldown, unless you have to steal something differently in the next fight here, which might just be the case as they want to force down the mid, get some racks against this after a 1 team fight.
Yeah, always want to fly doing a fantastic job on this Rubik so far. Normally you naturally think of Vanscore when you think of Rubik's, but always want to fly doing a great job in his own right. And Fnatic really pushed quite heavily here. Here's the tower's going to go down in 25 minutes in. There goes Mag leading in, and Fly, there he goes, disappears instantly. Empire on their way out, Fnatic, Pawnee thrown down, a couple of right clicks, going to be able to finish off the Rubik. Silent also trying to get away from Era here, but he's going to quickly turn around and try and gobble Era up, but good time lapse goes out. Silent, Surge, but it's not going to be enough. The right clicks will take him down, and Empire just trying to cut their losses at this point.
Yeah, and Fnatic, we should be seeing them. Oh, actually, they're trying to chase me even more. I'm not sure if they can catch anything else, though.
Always want to fly, yeah, there goes the ultimate on Hani, but they really do not have the correct damage. And Big Daddy with his Blink Dagger is going to find another here. Resolution forced to pop his ultimate. Everyone should get out.
I think
Empire.
Fnatic need to get out much more than Empire.
Really?
Yeah, they need to back off a little bit here.
Well, we'll see whether or not Mag, oh dear. Here comes that damage, and Pettish shots are going to be enough to be able to finish him off. That is a huge bounty going his way. Big Daddy, meanwhile, chased around by Resolution, able to kite him out, and Resolution's
sure
going to fall
this
back.
Resolution. Yeah, Resolution just diving there mindlessly for an Enigma who doesn't even have Black Hole. A little bit questionable. I don't see the value of going for him. And this means that now Fnatic, they can go for Roshan, and they have a Medusa. He actually opted out from the Divine build though. I'm a little bit sad to see it. I wish he would have gone for the Divine with this Aegis. This would have been a beautiful timing. I think he would have had enough gold, to be honest. Or at least he would have told Aquila and had enough gold.
So, well, Empire, their over-aggression just cost them so much. Like, Fnatic just got a couple of big kills, a lot of experience. They get Roshan, which is Aegis on the Hani. He now has an MKB. Pushing up against this is going to be extremely difficult now.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Fnatic looking a lot stronger than they were before. And we can also see how much experience they got from the last fights, just taking so many heroes down.
Wow.
Also, the kill on Mag was huge, the kill on Resolution was huge. Both these heroes had streaks going for them. So, in a much better position. But now Hani, he has his Aegis. They don't really want to go on him here, too close to the enemy base.
Yeah, he would die, but they would be in a poor position after that point.
Yeah, and Black Hole is up again. A little bit scary to go against Dusa right there under their base. Of course, Dusa ult is super short cooldown as well, so having that one and the Black Hole could suddenly turn the fight around completely.
Lycan's going to be able to grab an Assault Cuirass, but at the same time, I'm looking at Era, and he's already on his way to his next item, which should be a Desolator. Already, it's a great item for a Weaver in general, but the minus armor is going to work exceptionally well with the Medusa, who is kind of guaranteed a couple hits on that target when you have Split Shot up.
When you think about heroes that get stronger per item, I actually naturally think about Medusa, because this hero, she doesn't even have that many items now, but she gets so much stronger in a team fight for every item you add on from this point. When you add a Butterfly, if you add a Scotty, or even just a Manta style upgrade, having those illusions with the Split Shot, it makes you so much stronger all of a sudden.
Yeah, and you can already see, I mean, even just, not only just the danger of having a nasty team fight up against a Medusa, but the fact that Medusa's also going to go
top. They're actually killing off Era, trying to go on him here, and the silence of Ancient Seal is gonna kill him, and also Shukuchi stolen that.
Yeah, perfect. So always want to fly gets himself the Shukuchi, a great ability for you to have, so he can now blink in, telekinesis someone, and then Shukuchi out, not only initiating, but not sacrificing his life via that initiation. The problem is that it's still going to be them pushing into the Medusa, and that means they really need Ursa. I think the Ursa is going to be the key part here. Can Silent actually jump on the Medusa in time, get off his Scythe device, and burst down the Medusa with all that physical damage before any big disaster?
So tough, and also the Aegis is available, so even if you jump on there, I don't know if it's a good choice. If you're trying to initiate into the enemy base. Now Medusa has to go and defend mid here, all these summons coming in.
Yeah, summons are going to die real quickly though, and you remember, you have a Necronomicon, but you're fighting up against an Enchantress, and that is immediately turned around. The melee Necronomicon stolen by Enchantress.
Very nice contribution to Fly's army. And he's gonna be happy trying to keyword with this one a little bit. If he sent it out mid lane, he would actually find an Observer Ward there. But just gonna go out and get vision here on whether or not Empire is sticking around. So Silent getting gold from his teammate's item. New strat, you know.
Yeah, that is very new. And Fnatic going for a smoke. They saw the heroes earlier, always want to fly, reveals them. And Shukuchi getting out. Resolution, though, is going to be caught. And with that ultimate going off, Resolution is going to be stunned up slightly. And, oh, beautiful play by Hani. Got himself in front of the Wolf. Now the rest of Empire trying to get themselves out. Vanscore is going to be caught, though, as he's thrown up in a Cyclone. He's got no ability, mobility items to get out.
No one can really save him here either. They have to just sack him. Mid lane, look though. Range Rax got harassed quite a lot. So down to pretty low HP, and now always
this is an unexpected turnaround. Hani's going to go down, losing his Aegis. Where's the rest of Fnatic? They're coming in from the side. Can they get Hani again? It doesn't look like it. Silent's going to try and teleport away real quickly, and he barely gets out.
Wow, that TP out. Are you kidding me? And now they try to chase even more. Big Daddy gets the stun here on Mag. Trixie ready with some body blocking as well, but Mag is so slow.
Yeah, he's got Shivas as well as Ghost Scepter. Should be able to get out, and a blink. No, that actually will be one hit. Is stopping his blink. Finally, he gets away. Big Daddy could not get in his last hit. Now always want to fly. A cheeky push in the mid lane. Yeah. Rubik doing what he can.
The true rat, even stunning the creeps before he runs away.
Oh, look at Air. He's like, you know what? You want to push him in? I'll backdoor your tier 1.
Yeah, and now Fnatic, if we look back 10 minutes or so, Fnatic were...
what a clip. They're going to get a deny.
Yeah, actually, it's going to pay off.
They're actually trying to bait Era into coming back. But Era isn't going to take the bait.
Yeah, exactly. Era knows too many people are alive and ready to TP out here. But I was going to say Fnatic now in a much better position than we saw them about 12 minutes, 15 minutes ago. I would call them to be, you know, close to out at that point. But now they have enough gold to finish up Manta Style and Medusa, but not having the Aegis, you want to have buyback golds. Always ready in this game. Oh, the courier is a little bit in danger there, but it's got
still though, as you said, Dusa being one of the best heroes to even one item can make a big difference. Dusa has had some growth, despite the fact she has to hold on to gold for a buyback.
Range Rax gold should be going down.
Oh, Fnatic in some trouble. There goes the Skyrock Mage Ultimate and a beautiful vacuum wall combination. Empire going for it, but Hani trying to get away. The ultimate will be able to save him. Silent now is stuck. There goes a nice little search. He managed to get himself away. Resolution also has to get out. The impetus shots are going to do a lot here. Here comes the
next goes like killing the rack step to defend someone.
Resolution, he's being kited around. They will be able to take him down. One hit, the clap will be able to ensure it. There goes that range track. Era, meanwhile, making its way away. Silent is going to be able to take him down, and they're going to go back in. Looks like they want to finish off that melee racks. Buybacks on all sides, but they can get the melee racks and back out conceivably.
This is, you know, this is a disaster really. Losing the Brewmaster ulti to always on the fly makes such a big difference.
Trixie, they might be able to, nice surge actually from Mag.
Again.
And the Shivas as well be able to slow down some of the pursuit. If the supports can get out here, that's a pretty impressive play there, solely because Mag is doing so much work.
Might lose Vansco here, but it's really okay if he dies. Mag, do not go in and die alongside him. It's a big mistake to make. But,
he's got the surge. He looks like he'll be fine. But
yeah.
Fnatic, what can they do on this one? They just lost their.
Look at Silence. Look at Silent. Always want to fly. They want to get more kills right here. They have a gem. They know there's no ward right where they're standing. But can they find anyone?
If there's a split on Fnatic in any way.
Yeah, exactly. But they're gonna play it safe, it seems. But that was double racks on mid lane now then. So I would say Always Wanna Fly is playing out of his mind right now, stealing all the right spells at the right time. He's getting the ulti from Brewmaster, immediately afterwards blinking away, stealing Shukuchi and running away even further. Just amazing performance really so far. Era gotta go for a backdoor again on another tier 1 tower. This time no glitch available. And Fnatic, they're in a struggle, but they have one of the carries who's the best at dealing with mega creeps or even big creeps in this case. And now with a Skadi on this Medusa, she's gonna be just fine taking up the mid lane. It's just gonna be a little bit annoying the fact that the creep wave is gonna push in all the time, but she can definitely clear it really fast.
Yeah, and on top of that, we have another big upgrade. Era's going to be able to grab his Desolator by the time the next team fight comes in. So Empire, they may have won the last team fight because they got that Rax mid. It was still tough, and those two item choices, the Deso as well as the Skadi, are going to make things even more of an uphill battle for Empire.
Yeah, it will. But it's interesting this game because, you know, Empire, they took the racks and we're saying they have an uphill battle 26-17. It's so even, you know. It's the fact that Empire have a slight lead in gold, actually behind in experience right now, but they have this racks advantage. But their heroes just don't translate that well into this game. Darkseer has a nice vacuum, but what is he really gonna vacuum into? Mystic Flare doesn't matter if you pull several heroes into it, it actually makes it worse, because then Mech can save everyone. And there's no other big AoE spell coming out from Empire. There's the clap for an Ursa, that's it, you know?
Yeah.
And the heroes, Ursa and Lycan, they just don't do that well against Medusa as we hit this 40 plus minute mark. Because she is too fat, she drops the ulti and she stands there and hits your entire team.
Roshan. All about the Roshan right now.
Yeah,
that's why there is a Lycan Wolf constantly in the pit. They cannot afford to give Fnatic the Aegis on the Dusa.
Oh dear God, no. That would be horrible for Empire.
And that's why they're constantly trying to reveal that up while they're also pushing out. They want to be able to get some map control here by pushing in the bottom as well as the top lane. And if they can't actually push uphill, maybe they can back up and do Roshan or look for better pickoffs, those sort of things. The map control is what it's all about right now.
Yeah, and now we see actually Empire going in here. This is risky though.
Oh God! Fnatic, Big Daddy and Trixie.
Wow, so bad.
Oh, there goes the black hole, but it's only catching out Silent. He's got the Aegis. Resolution. They're going to try and target him. He's actually got... Oh, look at Vanscore. That right-click damage from Era. Tearing him a new one. Silent, meanwhile, is going to be in some serious trouble. He's held in by the Brewmaster. Looks like Rubik goes down as well. Mag gets off the wall, but it's not doing too much. Hani being the quick target. Resolution trying to go for him. They're running out of mana on Hani, but it's just Resolution targeting. Meanwhile, Silent is cleaning up heroes on the left side as the Scotty illusion of Hani is helping him out quite a bit. He finishes off the two. Meanwhile, Resolution and his Aegis is being burnt out. They didn't get Hani as well as Era. They're both going to be able to back up, but there is a big Empire army on the move.
Oh
to the bottom set
Empire,
of
they want to go here. They want to crash down on this tier 3 tower. Already one buyback coming out from Big Daddy, and now also Brewmaster going to buy back into the game. Enigma does not have Black Hole available anymore, but they're going to try and take the fight anyway.
It looks like they just want the tier 3 back out. Resolution claims it. Now they're going to make their way out as Fnatic on the pursuit, but it's doubtful they'll find anybody.
Yeah, trying to catch anyone, but they are so fast on this team. Blink Dagger and Rubik and the rest of them are just highly mobile. Even the, even Skywrath, if we was there, would also be really fast. But the rest of them have Blink or something else to get away with. So if that Black Hole caught one more, if it caught the Lycan there, That would have been the fight right there. That would have been the game right there, I think, if Fnatic landed that black hole.
Ooh,
it was
this
really
could
close.
be game right here, though.
Yeah, now they're trying with a smoke here to go closer. Have the Hex available.
Honey, this could be perfect. They see him for a second, and there goes Silent. He's going to take it. Big Daddy comes in, but no black hole from him. Honey, he's going to get bursted down. There goes that vacuum, and the slow coming out. Resolution will be able to burst him down. Instant buyback, though, from Honey. He's going to come back in. Era now focusing on some of those supports, trying to get away from Silent, though. Meanwhile, Big Daddy being focused by those summons. Here comes Hani back into play. Empire trying to back out. They forced the buyback. That's good enough for them.
Be able to catch Empire here. If they don't catch them, the buyback is in vain. And Empire seems to be getting away from this.
Oh, Resolution. They're going to go back in, cleaning up Big Daddy. Now targeting Hani. Silent has to look away. Look away from the DotA, man. He's going to start focusing on Trixie. Resolution, meanwhile, doesn't have his shapeshift. He's going to go down in second. No, the vacuum. It can save him here. Era's in pursuit, but it's not going to make it. Vance Court, he's going to go down. Silent next up. Resolution got out. But it was at such a cost there.
Yeah, and Fnatic, when you see them actually clash up straight against Empire, you can see the tons of damage that they deal, along with the Stone Gaze from Medusa and the right click from the Desolated Weaver. It just deals so much if they can ever catch Empire. But we see them being so elusive. I think this was by their own choice completely that Empire went back into this, and they have to regret it. Sure, they killed Big Daddy, but that's all they got, and I think they lost 3 heroes from that 1 kill commitment.
Yes.
And you could definitely see the amount of damage that DotA deals when she gets to attack.
They could have just given up Resolution and kept the Ursa alive, as well as the other support heroes behind him.
Yeah. And this is a really exciting game to watch now, as the tier 3 tower is also gone and the range racks are exposed with half HP already down on bottom lane for Fnatic. But they have the better late game. They have the potential here. If they can just get a little bit more time and space to farm up the Medusa. She needs the match style desperately in these fights. And they need to secure her life a little bit more. Empire finding the initiations on her, jumping her with the Hex. When they can find these initiations, Empire are strong. If they don't get them, then Fnatic will win the team fights.
Last game was such an entertaining game, Empire versus Newbie, and it feels like it's deja vu. Empire?
It's Empire, man. Like they have a thing around them. They have an aura of good, close games, you know?
They go for early push here. Hold on, Mag. Oh, Big Daddy, this could be perfect. He has
Trixie!
Oh no, Trixie! They kind of missed that. Hani, he's gonna pop his ultimate, but he's got to get away from this one. Resolution on pursuit, but that is still.
It's the Trixie feed. No.
Trixie, I mean, it was either him or Big Daddy. One of them was going to be found by that smoke.
I guess, but Big Daddy would at least have, you know, died in a sexy way. I don't know. Now, if the pressure is coming, because people are going to walk in mid and they're going to dive in bottom, looking for any initiation here with the Hex on the Ursa.
Big Daddy, he's got to hit a good black hole here. There goes the Sight Device, and they get the range racks and back themselves away. Got to stay spread, though.
Yeah, and range, when you have Heart and Vanguard, by the way, adds tons of damage that works on buildings. So Ursa is actually pretty fast killing base now. Faster than almost Lycan, I would say. Look at this.
Yep, Silent goes in once again. Now the Sight Device vacuum. Wall of Replica's going to be able to catch out 3, and they're just disappearing. Hani trying to lay damage, but he can't actually sit there and right-click. Everybody's gone. Now they're going to focus on Hani. Buyback from Era, but Hani's in some trouble. Era, can you save him? They're underneath the tier 4s, but it doesn't matter. Empire just diving in. They want Hani. They know once they take him down, that's going to be no buyback. Era's up next. He gets silenced up and taken down. No buybacks on the side of Fnatic.
Trixie's back.
Empire. He's going to go in. Trixie, yep, Trixie's back, but he's going to pop his ultimate. He's going to try and delay as much as possible with the tornadoes, but Empire just going to go straight for Megas, and while you do have a DotA, there's no way. Megas 41 minutes in, plus tier 4.
Not with these items. Not with these items, and also with the pressure that Empire have, they're going to finish this before you can even buy back. So, amazing play by Empire. Another close and tight game. Can't believe it. Imagine Empire's TI4 experience. All their games have been something similar to this.
Silent going in for the dives here. Finally, the GG comes out from Fnatic. It was a tough one. They really did not want to call the GG here. They were hoping any way they could possibly come back after that fight.
Mag played out of his mind. I said throughout this game, I mentioned how there's pretty much nothing to combine with the vacuum. No big spell, no AoE damage, etc.